Hello, I'm Christina Cass. I am a level 3 executive consultant and have been with Rodan & Fields for about 10 months. I am a wife to my high school sweetheart Ricky and a stay-at-home mom to my 3 little boys, Liam 5, Bailey 4, and Declan 2. Being a stay-at-home mom is what I've always wanted to do. It's my dream job. We got married at a young age and we planned for this and created a good-sized nest egg so that we'd be ready. And unfortunately, God had a little bit different plans and we ended up going through about 3 years of infertility. And if you know anything about that, it's not cheap and our nest egg was no more. But we were finally blessed with Liam and we just tightened our belts and made it work. And 5 months later, we were surprised with another pregnancy. And a year after that baby was born, we were surprised with another pregnancy. So we were super happy, triple the dream job. But unfortunately, each of our little boys had their own set of health issues, which led to hospital stays, testing, and surgeries, which led to huge medical bills. I'm talking 3 times a typical mortgage, and we definitely did not have room in our stay-at-home budget for 3 extra mortgages. So it was getting a little stressful, a little tight, a little scary, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was kind of at a crossroads. And at the same time, my friend and sponsor, Stacy Longo, was reaching out to me about this great new business she got into and how I would be perfect and I would just love it. And I was thinking to myself, I don't even go to the bathroom by myself. I at least have an audience of 2, if not 3. Oh, and by the way, if my husband spends $1 on pop at work, I'm on the phone calling him because that's how much money we don't have. Thanks, but no thanks, and good luck to you. And I really did wish her luck. And I watched her, and I was happy for her. And about a month later, I remember that she posted on Facebook that she had just paid her mortgage on her big, new, beautiful dream home with her Rodan & Fields check and still had money left to spare. So I, of course, started looking a little more into it, and we decided that with the 60-day money-back guarantee, we just had to give it a try. We knew it could either be the answer to what we were looking for, or it would get that what if off of my shoulder. I promised my husband and myself that if I didn't make my investment back in the 60 days, I would send my kit back, no questions asked. And I also promised myself that during that 60 days, I would work my butt off to make this work. And that's what I did. And obviously, I made it past my 60 days. I earned my kit back, not in the awesome way you guys have the opportunity to do right now through kit reimbursement, but I did get an iPad, so I was super excited about that. And it just got better from there. I've paid off student loans. I have paid down our medical bills immensely. I have been able to help our family in a huge way. We've done things this summer we couldn't have dreamed of doing just 10 months ago. We've taken about 3 family trips. We were even able to bring a babysitter on one and have some date nights. Oh, and we're having date nights twice a month, something we haven't done in 5 years. So to say it's changed our life is an understatement. One of the things that we looked deeply into when considering this opportunity was the history of the company. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys about tonight. I myself grew up with several business owners, and I was always taught, make sure anyone you do business with has a good reputation. Well, guess what? The 2 doctors we're partnering with, they have not only proved themselves in business, but in product. Their business is a multi-billion-dollar global company. You might have heard of it, Proactive. I think everyone has. And the product itself is still 20 years later dominating 97% of the acne market. That is just amazing. So I knew that I was set there. A lot of people probably thought that the doctors, Stanford-trained dermatologists Dr. Katie Rodan and Kathy Fields, retired after creating Proactive. They were a millionaire 20 times over. I know I would have retired for sure, but they didn't. They had such a passion for skin and helping people that they continued to practice and teach as well. While they were practicing, they were seeing more and more people coming in with more issues that were really affecting their day-to-day life with their skin, and they knew that they could do more. In comes Rodan & Fields. They got back to working on another product, and Rodan & Fields was launched into high-end retail in 2002. Stores like Macy's, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, to name a few. And they were doing good. They were doing really good. In fact, in 2007, they were actually the #1 seller in all of Nordstrom's. The doctors, being the entrepreneurs they are, they wanted more and they wanted to see. So they would go in from time to time and ask the customers, what do you like? What don't you like? How'd you hear about us? My sister's skin, my mom's skin, the girl at the store skin. The doctors realized that people were coming in from word of mouth. They were paying all this money to be behind glass, and no one was seeing it there. They were coming in by word of mouth. So they did something people thought were so crazy. Their family thought they were crazy. People in the business world thought they were crazy. They were the first people, especially while being #1, to pull out of high-end retail and launch into direct sales. But guess what? They were far from crazy, because their very first month in direct sales, they made more money than their whole entire year being #1 in Nordstrom's. That's amazing. And then from there, it's only gotten better and better. 10 million, 60 million, 100 million, 200 million. We just went global into Canada this year, and we're still just getting started. The products are amazing, the business model is amazing, and the doctors did it again. There's two things that have really, really stuck with me since researching the history of this company. And it's things that the doctors themselves have said. Number one is the doctors were quoted, as well as other business magazines and business gurus were quoted, saying that Rodan & Fields will in fact be bigger than Proactive, the multi-billion-dollar company. We're going to be bigger than that. We're going to be a household name. And the other is the doctors are quoted saying that they want to make more women millionaires than any other company ever has. And they're doing that. And it's just, I'm just super excited. I love sharing this opportunity and telling people about this business and this journey, because I know had someone not told me 10 months ago that our family wouldn't be where we are, we'd still be super stressed out. We wouldn't have amazing memories we've made this summer. And I really don't know where we'd be. So thank you for listening, and have a good day.